Can he hold it in? They go too wide.
This battle for 13th and 14th, they go side by side into the castle.
He's at P2.
What is
War
happening?
Machine's at P1.
Oh, there is
One. Oh, wins against the move done. Hello, 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 hello. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done an oopsie. Alright, we are back for OCE tier number 3, the go-to tier in all of OCE. How are you beautiful people doing? I just gotta fix the overlay. God damn it. Frozen, absolute washed. There it is. Washed streamer. There we go. Tier 3. Tier 3. We're here for Tier 3. We're here for round number 5 for the Portuguese Grand Prix. It is iFizer92 in the commentary box. Just solo comms again for Tier 3. I was not gonna lie to you, chat. I was this close. I was a cigarette paper of asking one of the other commentators if they wanted to join in tonight. You know. Because it is Portugal, and after last night in Tier 4, what an absolute snooze fest it was. Absolute snooze fest, and I'm going to make an owner decision right now. Portugal is never going to be on the calendar again. So, lads and ladettes, this will be the last time you'll see Portugal on the OCE calendar. Don't know about Rapid and Wallaby, but for OCE, it would not be on the calendar ever again because it's such a snooze fest. There we go. Alright. So DT out on track. Group of 17. Obviously, only one Haas car tonight due to Birdie getting a 2-race ban after the incident with Kurtakama last week in the Mercedes. And obviously, Kurtakama not racing here tonight, which is a shame, but he's doing very well after that absolute horrific crash into the pits last week. But we'll have a look at the championship standings. We have new leaders in both the drivers and the constructors. In the drivers, Mukping leads, and he's actually not here. So Zoltan and all them can actually retake the lead once again. Mukping only leads by 4 points, so Zoltan only needs 5 points, which is P8 and fastest lap point to re-overtake Mukping in the driver standings. And Red Bull leading the constructors by 4 points over Aston Martin. So there we go, you beautiful humans of the internet. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Friday wherever you may be in the world. So, we'll go back onto El Streamio as DT out on track. Mukping's on here because he's doing Mukping things. There we go. That's why he's not here. DT so last week race results. DT actually got onto the podium last week. Oh, I'm so disappointed I could not interview DT, who got his first podium in OCE. Oh, just disappointed. As DT crosses the line with an 18.714 first lap time. We've got McLaren starting off. It is not even Blade, it is Roshan. Who is this? It's not Zoltan. It is a wild duck. He's going duck hunting. Goes to P2. It is an 18.806 for the Quackstar. And then we got Alpine coming across the line. It's nobody. Mercedes. Nobody. AlphaTauri. It is Mitchie. It's a 19.249. Thomas Island goes to P2 with an 18. 747. Oh dear. Thomas. And that boy, who is a very, very late call up for non-stop. He was actually in the lobby, but decided to not race. So there we go. Stream's very laggy. It looks okay on my end. You might just have to refresh. What now? You might just have to refresh. As Henchman goes to P6 with a 19.485. Here comes Evil Blade. It is P6. It is P6 for the Evil of the Blades. Roshan goes up into P1 with an 18.2. It is an 18.263. It streams okay on my end. As I said, you might just have to refresh. You might just have to refresh. Sea Lion goes to the top with an 17.8. The first man into the 17s. As Ghost 5 goes up into P5 with an 18.760. It's all kicking off here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got a Ferrari. Oh, is that boy coming in? Yeah, you would think so. What about St. Ice? Is St. Ice in the Lone Heart tonight? Dutchie also lonesome here tonight. St. Ice across the line. It is P3 and 18.546. Not bad for the young Haas man. Not too shabby-doo. Let's have a look at Evil Blade. I'm pretty sure Evil Blade's going to box. Yes, he is. Let's have a look at the wash. Back racing in T3 as a reserve, taking over Muck Ping spot. Across the line, the wash goes into P8 with a 19.163. And we've got a hot lap request of 1X. We've got Mason back racing in T3 once again. In at the Alpine, Mason goes up into P13. Zoltan across the line. It is P6. P6 for the young Aston lad. And guess what? Will be coming in. You would think Sea Lion's going to come in. Yes, he is. And you would think St. Ice will be coming in as well. Yes, he is. So we do have a hot lap request. 10 laps. 10 laps that has a hot lap request from one what now. Let's just have a look at the gaps to leaders, and there it is. Gaps to leaders, Sultan to Duck. Actually, from DT down to Duck, just over half a tenth separating those drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, those 5 drivers. So that is a very, very close midfield. But that was only after the one run in this quali session so far. Why is he having Dutchie? Well, if Dutchie comes out and does an actual lap, maybe I will. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, as per tradition, we got a hot lap request, and now I'm going to be quiet. Enjoy Portugal with 10 laps. And there we go. 10 laps. Goes up to P9 with an 18.854 for his first time run. We've got just over 8.5 minutes remaining in this quali session. And I got to turn my phone down. As 10 laps goes for a nice old spin. As Mitchie's half a second up would be 18.7. You're looking maybe a P5 here. As that boy goes up into P6. Where is Mitchie going to come out of this final corner? Full pelt across the line. It is going to be a P5. An 18.6. 2-3. As Mitchie gives a bit of a wiggle. He gives it a bit of a wiggle. As Henchman's nearly a second up here. What's it? An 18.4. Looking like a P4 at the moment. But where is this going to put Henchman? Where is this going to put the Hench? And Henchy opens up DRS across the line. Is P3 1.1. But C-Line still has a 4/10 gap out over Roshan, who's just about to start his next lap time. Oh dear. Who is that Mercedes? Oh, it's Goats. Oh dear. Oh dear. Say nice. I do apologise. Goes into P2 with a 17.958. As DT's back into the pits, an 18.3. So he must have just done his lap. Well, that's interesting. Let's have a look at the wash. Middle sector for the washy. He's only 3/10 up. It'll be an 18.8. Be at least maybe a P11. At this point in time, can he gain that any more time? And now, here comes a wash across the line. It is going to be an 18.9. He stays in 13th. He lost a bit of time. What's happening to Mason? He's just starting his lap. And Roshan, he invalidated his lap. So he's off onto his next adventure. Let's have a look at Gates, and he's invalidated as well. So Duck is nearly 3.5 tenths up here, is the Aston Martin driver. What now? You can do whatever you like, my G. You can do whatever you like. Chris, yeah. Yeah, especially one driver who keeps asking to be put into Tier 4. And I'll let chat decide who I'm oh, Duck! Oh, Duck. He's not playing Duck Goose. He's playing Duck Spin. Oh dear, he will be absolutely fuming at the mouth right now. He'll be like, oh, god damn it. He would have just thrown his wheel out. Javier, how we doing, Javier? Javier is in the chat. How we doing, my guy? Mason. Oh, happy birthday, Javier. As Mason going to come across the line, it's going to be a 19.3. He stays in 15th. And Roshan's back into the pits. We have just over 4 minutes. 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Snippy and Zoltan out on track as well. Easy says Roshan 1, Hence 2, St. Ives 3. Henchy P4 could be a shout. Snippy getting that full-time Ferrari seat as well. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, wish Javier a happy birthday in the Twitch chat and in the YouTube comments when this video goes live on Tuesday. As Slippy now doing his first time on. Dutchy's still not out of the shed yet. Dutchy, he has to put in a lap time, otherwise he's going to be Imola all over again. I did the yeah, I saw what now. Don't worry. Let's have a look at Snippy's middle sector. First sector, it is at 22.527. Let's have a look. Let's have a geese in this middle sector. The middle sector, probably the most trickiest part on this track. In my opinion, others might disagree. Some others might agree. Or one thing we can all agree on is this track is absolutely not good. And if you missed the announcement earlier, this track is never going to be on the OCE calendar again unless it becomes good. So there we go, and it's purple for Snippy in the middle sector. Purple. Not sure if we can trust the game with that, because apparently I went purple last night and I still come 16th. So there we go. But Snippy coming across the line will open up DRS. Now, it's an 18.4 for P6, the Snipstar. I believe that is one Dutchy coming out on track, and he's got 2 minutes. There's no one behind him. Mason needs to come out as well and do one more lap if he's got enough time. Dutchy is out. As we got Birdstar in the chat. Let's have a look. C-Line EZW Goat second. Dutchy third. New owner in mod chat. New owner in mod chat apparently says the Dutch Meister. Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh, Mitchie is retired. He's I don't know where he's actually. Oh, he's crashed out. Unlucky. Yeah, I do apologize about the dog in the background. It's actually not my dog. So that is a GG. But you know what? We're going to shut up and take an on-board lap with the Dutch Meister. And Dutchy gets a P8. Zoltan into the 17s as well. But it's only good for P2. Duck's done. He's done. The X-Lap is done as well. Where's Hench? There he is. He's done as well. What about DT? Can DT somehow whack it on pole? No, he can't. Slippy can't either. Where's the wash? Someone did move up. I think it might have been Goats and the wash pits. So Sea Lion gets another pole position here for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Zoltan P2, St. Ives is P3, and Henchman P4. There's a dog still going off like there's nobody outside. I was waiting for a wash to retire. Retire, wash. Retire. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, let me get the screenshots as per. Alright, so, as I said, Sea Lion pole, Zoltan P2, St. Ives P3, Henchman P4, Roshan P5, DT P6, Slippy P7, Goes for Life P8, Dutchy P9, X lap or 10 laps in P10, Mitchie P11, Thomas P12, Duck Punch P13, That Boy P14, Wash P15, Evil Boy P16, and Mason Racing gets P17 and the Drunk Driver Award. A whopping 1.760 seconds off the pace. Mason Racing, congratulations for getting the Drunk Driver Award here tonight. One of the most one of the most sought after awards in OCE, and it is a dry start. At least it is cloudy. Will we see some rain? God, I hope not. I hope not. I seriously hope not. Alright, chat, give us your predictions for the race. I know a couple of you have already said them already, but everyone else, give us your prediction. Who do you think is going to El Wino here tonight? And I have no idea who this person is, and they need to leave. They need to leave. Thank you. The car. Well, that is one way of putting it. Just straight to the point. Just straight to the El Pointio. Yeah, exactly. No. Nah, she'll be right. Oh, wrong one. Let's have a look at the tight stretch. So, Sea Lion is on hards. Zoltan mediums. So nice hards. Henchman on the mediums. Roshan down to Dutchy on the hards. X 10 laps and Mitchie on the mediums. Thomas Duck on the hards. That Boy on the mediums. Wash down to Mason on the hards. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers on the mediums. Everyone else is on the hards. No one went for a soft tyre just in case if there was an early safety car. Which, you know, this track, apparently the safety car never comes out, so that's a GG. But it is T3. As I was saying, it is T3 and somehow a safety car will come out. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, first to crash. If that's what you mean. First to crash. Yeah, then you'll be on. You'll put your house on it. put your house on it. Except for penalties, yeah, there's going to be a lot of penalties. Canada, yeah, well, Gumbo is definitely winning Canada. It is a sprint weekend too, Canada, but that's not until another 3 weeks away. No, what? I'm saying me. I'm not saying you, I'm saying me. Alrighty-roo then. Alrighty-roo. Oh, Dutchy. Man alive. As we get ready for 5 red lights for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. We're not going off yet. Are we going now? It's lights out the way we go. So nice gets up the line very, very well. And actually Zoltan gets up the line very, very well. Henchman's up in the P3. They got multiple wide down in the first corner. The Ferrari going around the outside. Oh, the Williams and DT. Oh, there's a big crash. That is a huge crash. Oh, dear. Oh, the Williams and the Haas. Oh my days! It's Henchman's up in the P2! Zoltan now leads! He's got a second gap, Sippy up in the P4, Goats and Mitchie swapping positions, but Mitchie gets the traction down into P6! P6! And our henchman's now got C-Line. C-Line struggling. Oh, there's going to be drama. He said no. No. But Henchy gets up into P2. C-Line gets a little bit squirrely there. And now he's going to be under pressure from the Ferrari of Snippy. Will he snip C-Line in half? I'm sorry, Peter, people. Do not come after me. Zoltan sets the pace. 2-second gap already. And now Zoltan can just chill a little bit. X-Ups and Goats for life. X-Ups the reserve for Mercedes. Gets ahead and now Duck gets a wash. Oh, Evil Blade's gone for a spin. Evil Blade gone for another spin after what happened last night in Tier 4. It's not picked up well for Evil Blade. He will need a safety car to at least bring him back into this race. But Snippy getting ever so close to the back of that Alpine dishway might be getting a little bit nerve-wracking here. C-Line getting a little bit nervy as well. And Dutchy's so close to that DRS. He'll need that DRS. It'll be enabled at the end of this lap. He'll need to keep Mitchie out of that DRS zone as well. Or maybe he might let Mitchie go through. Not fight it. Mitchie is on the medium, so he is on the quicker tyre at the start here. As Snippy went off the track there, that could be a warning for Snippy. You don't want to get too many early warnings here. As DT and Say Nice here, going side by side here. At the backfield here, there's someone else about to make a move. It's Roshan onto a wash. And, oh, Dutchy gets a time penalty. I spoke too soon. And DT does get Say Nice. No, Say Nice around the outside. Stays ahead of the Williams car. And now Snippy with the DRS. Mitchie gets Dutchy. Oh, dear. They actually might be in a party together, so there we go. What now saying he's expecting a Mitchie spin? Well, that is interesting. And now C-Line's back under the DRS, that 1 second mark for that DRS. He's actually picking up the pace a little bit here. But Snippy's he's not tailing off yet. He's still within that 1 second. He needs to stay there in this final part. He needs to stay there to stay within touch. and to pull away from the rest of the pack. Oh, he's outside 1 second. He's outside 1 second. This is not good. I think he might just sneak in. He's got it. He's got Snippy. We'll have DRS in. Yes, there it is. But he's a fair way back. And, oh, Dutchy's gone for a spin. He's gone for a spin. But Snippy still holds on to that DRS of the Alpine. That is good news for his race. 10 laps gets another, or gets a 3-second time penalty. I do apologise. Mitchie 2 seconds behind Snippy. With 2 DRS zones, Mitchie will he will need to pick up the pace. Say Nice has gone for a spin. He has gone for a spin. Kahoot. Alright, we're going to pause the race here. Kahoot, I appreciate you having some sort of confidence in me having a win at Canada. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. But we're not talking about Canada. We are racing here at the Portuguese Grand Prix. Lap 5 of 33. It's all. This race is going to come down to when the pit stops happen, and if or any safety cars were to happen. If any safety cars were to come out the medium, lads, we just box for the hards to go to the end. As Even Blade's going for another spin. Dutchy's got himself another time penalty. Oh dear. Yeah, I will surprise myself when I actually cross the line first. There's DT and a Wash going at it as well. Let's have a look. For 14th and 15th, and it looks like DT's got it ahead. He's got ahead of a Wash. He's got it ahead of a Wash. Dutch down in 12th. We'll need to pick up the pace. He might also need a safety car just to bring him back into the point situation. But C-Line doing very, very well, holding the back end of the henchman for that DRS. And C-Line does have like over half more ERS than what Henchy's got, and Zoltan's just chilling out in front at the moment. So could we see a new championship leader dethrone Mukbang? He'll have it for a week, and then he'll lose it again. As that boy gets Duck Puncher for 8th and 9th. Oh, here comes Roshan. And here comes a Red Bull. Roshan gonna make a move. Is he going down the inside? No, he backs out of it there. Oh, Thomas Island. Thomas Island. Oh, he does not make the move, but Duck Puncher gets that boy back. But Thomas Island is encasing with this fight here. As Dutch is getting hounded, by Mason Racing. But DT's overtaken Mason. And now Dutchy, he'll need to pick up the pace to catch up to this group. These four cars battling. It is only for P8, but it's still points as Thomas Island holds firm. He holds firm, and it looks like C-Line might be a little bit more closer to Henchy as the Wash gets Mason. Let's have a look at C-Line. He's not using any ERS. He's gaining, but not quickly enough. Let's have a look at Roshan here. Oh, that boy's made a mistake. That boy's made a mistake. And here comes Roshan in the McLaren. Up into P9, is he? Oh, there's going to be drama. Oh, that boy goes a little bit wide. And Roshan gets up into P9. He gets up into P9. What a move from the McLaren driver. And he's actually looking for a move on to the Duck. It's a Duck! Duck's made a huge error. Can that boy make it easy? He's side by side with the Duck. Oh, there's contact. Thomas says, thank you very much. I will take P10 and Duck is out of the points. Oh, he thought about going down the inside of Thomas. But Duck, he's lost 3 positions. Roshan now gets a time penalty. Oh, it's all kicking off here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And that boy's outside for second. He needs to pick up the pace. That boy needs to be within a second of Roshan. He's back under that second now. He needs to stay there. Can he do it? He's outside of a second. Can he get it? No, he can't. No, he can't. He's outside of DRS. Is that boy? He's outside DRS. But here comes one Red Bull onto the fray. No, he's not holding. He's holding back. He's holding back. He's absolutely holding back here. And Dutchy is ever slowly catching up to this pack here, but with the DRS, with these lot, it's going to be very, very difficult. That boy did get DRS on this straight here to keep him ahead of Thomas, but he's outside DRS. Maybe the hards are maybe starting to become the tyre of choice here. C-Line now. C-Line getting very, very friendly with that AlphaTauri of Henchy. Half a second. Probably needs to be about 4 tenths. Probably about 4 tenths. There, he was there. What's the exit like? It looks okay. It's under half a second. Will he use this time now to make the move? Zoltan, 21.2. Fastest lap. They'll probably get broken towards the end. And Ceylon still cannot make a move. And Duck is outside DRS. Everybody gets a time penalty. That is not what he wants. But here comes Thomas Ireland. Going down the inside of turn 1. Is he? Yes, he is. And he gets the move done. But that boy's still in the points. He is still in the points. And if I'm Kahoot, anything top 10 is an absolute gold mine with that boy here. Actually, any of the Ferrari lads. Anything top 10. Oh, 10 laps. 10 laps, he's had a moment. He's had an absolute mare here. And Thomas Ireland now. Now this rebattle will be for P8 once again. It seems like Dutchy now. 2.3. Needs to find another 1.3 seconds to get within that DRS of the Quackster. And look at this. C-Line is so much closer. He's so much closer to Henchy now. This might be the time where he pulls the trigger. Zoltan's 3.3. Here comes C-Line. And it's going to be a simple pass with DRS on the pit straight. And up into P2. I'm thinking now the hards start slowly but surely starting to become the tyre of choice here. So I would not be surprised to see Snippy catch up to these lots. Mason and Horst keep swapping positions with DRS. DT gets a 3-second time penalty. That is not what he wants. That is not what he wants. Oh, 10 laps. He's had a mare. Oh, he's got no wing. He's got no wing. Oh, Hade will be absolutely fuming right about now. And Dutchy's not that far away from entering the points once again. And Henchy's dropping off. He's dropping off Snippy here. C-Line. If C-Line can drop Henchy out of DRS. He's there. He's there. Will he do it now? Oh, he comes at the next point. He's outside it. Henchy does not get DRS, so this is fantastic news for Snippy. And C-Line setting the pace 21.061, so the hards are the definitely tyre of choice right now. Lap 11 of 33. Swayze, how we doing? How we doing? And Duck Puncher here now, looking for... Oh, Duck goes a little bit wide there. That could be a warning for one Duck Puncher. That could be a warning for the Quackster. Oh dear. And DT now getting friendly with Dutchy. It's 1.9 between Dutchy and Duck now, so the hards are starting to become the tyre of choice here. We have 23 laps to go. A safety car can still come out. But the question is, when will it come out? When will it come out? That is the question on everybody's lips. Dutchy gets another time penalty. Oh my days. So let's have a list battle for P6 and 7. Roshan is actually... He is flying now. Will he send on the inside of Go? He does. Who's got the better traction? Goats does. Goats gets the better traction. On the outside is probably where you want to be. You don't want to be on the inside. You'll just lose too much traction. And yep, there it is. So Sippy's within DRS of Henshi now, and Ryan and Gahuda absolutely wheeling this man on. The pit for the mediums will be soon. So what does Snippy want to do here? Does he just want to hang back and just use Henshi for a bit of DRS until he pits? Or does he want to make the move? That's the question that the Ferrari garage will be asking this man. Mitchie gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh dear, if there's at some point a late safety car, well, that's going to derail his race. And that boy, he's still in the top 10. Sanos gets a time penalty. That boy's still in the points. Roshan gets... Oh, there's contact! And they're interlocked. They've both interlocked. Oh, and now that's brought Thomas Ireland back into this fold here. As I was saying, oh, these yellow flags. Oh, it's Evil Blade. It's Evil Blade. As I was saying, that boy's still in the points. P10. This could be a golden 1 point for the Ferrari team, who are last in the constructors. As I said, anything top 10 is absolutely gold for Ferrari. And C-Line, 21.008, fastest lap. Dutchy getting close to that boy. Can he get within that DRS? I think he's got it. He's got that DRS, does Dutchy. And none of the medium runners are in. None of them are in. And here comes Snippy. Here comes Snippy. So, I think what Snippy's just going to do is maybe just sit behind the AlphaTauri driver. Maybe recharge the battery. And then maybe go for a huge push onto C-Line and maybe catch back up to the Alpine man. That's what could happen. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I'm saying that's what could happen. Oh, Evil Blade's left the session. Oh dear, the man's internet has been absolutely horrendous. in recent memory. And this Snippy's just a little bit far back here. As Henchman's trying to break that slipstream. And Mitch is in. Mitch is in. Now, it is. He's going on to the hards. That's the question. Can he get those tyres fired up? As that boy's into the pits. And that boy gets a 3-second time penalty. That is going to derail his race as well. But is this like an... Oh, Dutch is going for a spin. Dutch is gone for a spin. And now here's the fight for third and fourth. There's more yellow flags. I think it's just Dutchy. Might have just lost the car there. A lot of penalties in the opening 15 laps here. When does Zoltan want to pit? When does the race leader want to pit? And Sippy he's close. He's closer, but... And Zoltan's in. Zoltan is in. Is Henchy going to be in? Yes, he is. So Zoltan and Henchy are in. Snippy does have DRS, but he's 5 seconds behind C-Line. Oh, that could be a warning for Snippy as well. And Mitchy just lost... I think he just lost so much time in these pits. Someone's around. Oh, is that Zoltan? Zoltan's around! Oh, this is huge! This is huge in the context of the race. Oh, this could be a race defining for Zoltan. Mitchy's right there. I think Henchy might get the race lead here. Thomas Island now. Getting a little bit friendly with Goats for Life. Let's just have a look at Gaps to leader. Where is Henchy? 32.1 seconds is the other team between C-Line and Henchy. And Eva Blades left the session again. And here comes Thomas Island onto Goats for Life. It's Red Bull v Mercedes. Are we going to see a Monza recreation? Oh, that's so close. And Thomas Island gets ahead of Goats. Thomas Island gets ahead of Goats for that P4 and he's within 3 seconds of Roshan. So Thomas Island could be on for another podium this season, ladies and gentlemen. And Zoltan gets Dutchy. No, Dutchy down the inside. Oh, Zoltan runs a little bit wide. That could be a warning for the Aston Martin driver. And Mitch is getting caught up into this fight here. Dutchy absolutely holding up. Zoltan, this Henchy could be on here. Snippy's still not looking down if there's any constant. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Snippy's in! Oh! C-Line's going for another lap. Now, this could be an undercut attempt for Snippy. I think the overcut might be powerful here. Because Snippy's coming out in P8. And Henchman's in P10. He's about 4 seconds behind Snippy. Interesting, interesting. Let's have a look at the leader. It is 29 seconds. It is 29 seconds between Sea Lion and Snippy here. I think Sea Lion's now realizing he needs to push. He needs to push. Oh, there's yellow flags. I think that might be Dat Boy. Yeah, Dat Boy has had a moment that is not good news for Ferrari if you're a Ferrari fan. Or if you're one of the Ferrari team members. And Salas has been lapped, but he will get that lap back once Sea Lion decides to pit. He's trying to push the gap to 20 seconds between himself and Thomas. Oh, I don't know. What's the gap? It's still 29.9 between Sea Lion and Snippy. You probably think this is probably about the time for Snippy to push as Mason's into the pits. Let's have a look. It's 21.8. It's not really doing anything. And Sea Lion stays out front. Is Sea Lion seriously going to consider the hards to softs strategy? Thomas is in. DT gets a 5-second penalty. So everybody's in. So Ultimate advances up with a 20.770. He's down in a P5. The gap's now 20 seconds between Sea Lion and Goats. We've got 14 laps to go. As I said, safety car can still change the complexity of this race. But we still got 17 runners. No one's out. There is a bucket load of penalties. So, and Sea Lion's finally in. And that just got another time penalty. And Goats is in. Snippy back up in the P2 here. So, 13 to go. There's a yellow flag. Is it that boy? Yeah, that boy's had a moment. Oh my god, this triggers a safety car. Just gonna say if that were the trigger safety car, oh my god, I will be losing my marbles. Oh, Zoltan looking for the move on Hench, and he's got the move done. What a move from Zoltan. Dacia on a set of softs. Here we go. Here comes Henshi, but he's falling a little bit too far back here. Oh, Evil Blade. Going for another spin in the McLaren. St. Ice with the fastest lap. Down in P11 though. And as you said that, Ryan, he's gone for a spin. It is now lapped. Oh, Thomas has spun it as well. Thomas has spun it as well. Now we're coming towards late game here, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming towards late game. Oh, I believe that might have been some wing. That could have been some wing from someone. I'm not sure who. As I'm saying, we're coming into late game. This is where most of the drama will happen. Especially with those with time penalties. And that boy's gone for another spin and he's lapped. Oh, round the outside goes Thomas Island, gets the move done. And Thomas gets up into P8. Oh, St. Ice is off track. St. Ice is off track. Still no safety car. Still no safety car. And now, Duck DT. They've got some clear air behind them. But they both have penalties. Maybe they might just use Thomas Island to catch up to Goats. Everybody gets another time penalty. Goats now gets a time penalty. Oh, it's all coming down. 10 to go. That boy, that could be a retirement. Yep, there it is. There it is. Ten to go. We're coming towards maybe a soft tyre safety car period. Yeah, soft tyre safety car period is coming up. But with the one DNF and not too many incidences, not looking too good for the fans of the Mark of the Scaife. So while there's a little bit of a lull, we're just watching this battle for P8, 9 and 10. Let's do some promotional work. Tomorrow night, Tier 2 with Kahoot in the comms box. Tier 2 tomorrow night. And Tier 1 on Sunday, it is myself with another special guest in the comms box for Tier 1 on Sunday. Dutchy's gone for another spin. That is fantastic. So tune in on tomorrow night, 8 o'clock for Tier 2 with Kahoot, and Tier 1 on Sunday with myself and a special guest at 6:30 here at the Portuguese Grand Prix. As DT now looking for a move. Goats and Roshan now going at it as well. Goats and Roshan. Oh, Roshan gets them. He's got a time penalty as well. He's got a time penalty as well. Goats sends it on the inside. He pulls up the car. Roshan goes off track. And Goats he stays ahead. He gets P6. Evil Blade's left the station again. As Dutchy's just getting out of the way. We have, what's that, 9 to go. 9 laps to go. We're getting dangerously close to soft tyre strategy here. We've got 8 laps to go. I'll tell you what, who will benefit from this safety car? Will it be Sea-Line, Snippy, Zoltan, Henchman? Who's going to benefit? That boy has left the session. He did retire early on. Predicting Dutchie into the pits and retirement. Yeah, there it is. Yep, there it is. Just that's his car getting out of the way. Really, not much else to talk about. Which is a shame. Why you gonna get races like these? I guess the Goats Racing battle's still going on. 4, 6, and 7. Let's have a look at the penalties. Goats has 3, Roshan has 6, so Goats doesn't really need to fight Roshan. Roshan needs to make the move here and make it stick. He's going to send it on the inside. Oh, here we go again. And Goats still holds on to that P6. Mitchie's actually getting close to Henchy here. He's getting close to Henchy. But he's got that 3-second time. I don't think Mitchie will make a move onto the henchman. Yeah.
Race was shit.
Oh, we got Dutchie. Dutchie in the comms box.
Race was shit.
With 6 laps to go. And
Race was shit.
Roshan still holding on to Goats' DRS. He needs to make this move and make it stick. Oh, he thought about it. He backs out, but Goats makes a mistake. Coming up the hill onto this next DRS straight. Roshan needs to make the move now. He needs to make it move now. Coming down the inside, and Goats still holds on. Roshan backs out. He's just losing so much time to Thomas, and Thomas, he might get a top 6 here.
So do you want to know what happened? Hit the back of Goats. Damaged my wing.
Oh dear.
Lap 1. Yeah.
An old rivalry resumes.
No, that's fun.
5 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 laps to go with this boring ass track. But we still got tier 2 and tier 1 to come yet.
I was low-key about to cop a couple of race bands just so it could get fucking interesting. But Roshan goes for a move.
Yeah, we're on the board, and Roshan's finally ahead of Goats. He's finally ahead of Goats, but I'm thinking Goats might just send it again. He's actually made a mistake here. DT! DT spun! He's now out of the points! That is not good. I think he would have been out of the points anyway. But a wash is back up into the points in P10.
Mitchie won't overtake Henchman. Heard it here first.
No, we talked about that. And chat, if you missed the early announcement, I've made an owner card decision. Portugal would never be on the OCE calendar ever again. So there we go. So everyone can rejoice in the fact that this track, if it's on the next game, would not be on the calendar.
AIDS.
Oh, it's just boring.
I was saying to Mitchie, I'd rather Monaco.
Man, I'd rather do 100% Singapore in the heavy rain than this track.
Singapore Tier 3 was so much more exciting than this.
Yeah.
There was so much more action. It was so fucked.
And then we come to a track like here, and we had one lap, one incident, and that's it.
Yeah.
4 laps to go. I mean, I said the car can still come out, believe it or not, chat. It still can come out, but it's going to be a 1 lap dash.
I was going to cause one, but, you know.
You know. We have had so many opportunities for people to cause a safety car, but it is what it is.
Should have caused one.
To be fair, nothing's really happened for a safety car to come out, so the two DNFs were made in the pits, so
I reckon send it here, turn 1. If he's close. If he's within 5 tenths, sorry, he'll send it.
This could be interesting. Snippy's under the 3-second threshold of C-Line. If C-Line gets a 3-second time penalty, oh my days.
I'll check real quick. Okay, warning. C-Line's only got 1 warning. Snippy, on the other hand, has 2 warnings.
Yeah, we saw that, Kahoot. The new Singapore layout. That's actually going to be interesting.
I didn't say that. What?
The new Singapore layout. That entire third sector is just one big ass straight.
Oh, is it?
So you know how you turn right off the
Right.
second on the second DRS, and then you come towards the chicane and go underneath the bridge. Well, that's all gone. So you turn right and you go straight towards the final corner.
Oh, I like the bridge.
Only for it's only for 1 year, so there we go.
It's only a test.
I think it might be they might be upgrading the grandstands over there. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah, fair.
And 2 laps to go. Not much else is going. We're just on this Roshan Goats for Life battle. Thomas Island's caught up. DT's got another time penalty, so he's definitely will be out of the points unless someone up ahead spins. But this Goats for Life, Roshan, Goats for Life will be ahead of Roshan, but Thomas Island will get P6. Mitchie will get P5 because he's 8 seconds ahead of Roshan. And C-Line on the final lap, so we're just going to take an onboard lap or stay on board with C-Line for the entirety of the lap. It's been pretty much a domination from C-Line. Despite the race start, we was down to like P4, P5, He's back up in the P1. He stayed out an extra, I think it was like 3 or 4 laps on those hards. Went on the mediums. And just hasn't looked back. But it's going to be another race win for the LP man. C-Line 6-7. And I don't know off the top of my head, but I think if the race is going to end the way it is right now, C-Line and Zoltan could be tied on points heading into Hungary next week. So that is going to be something interesting. The points will be updated as soon as Stewart. I don't think there's going to be too many Stewards. But here comes C-Line. He will win. Oh, 6 seconds ahead of Henshi. Sippy gets P2. Zoltan will get P3. Henchman will get P4. And Mitchie will get a top 5. Roshan, he'll finish P6 on track, but he'll drop down to P8. There it is. So Thomas gets P6, Goats for Life P7, Roshan P8. A Wash will get P9. Duck Puncher will get P10.
Ran out of fuel.
He ran out of fuel. And DT gets P11. Mason will get P11. DT P12. Say Nice will get P13. There we go. Portugal is done and dusted for the year for Tier 3. Might be only one Steward's report between Say Nice and DT, maybe. We're just going to have to wait and see.
I reckon Mason's going to throw one against me. Did you see it at all?
No, I didn't. But we'll get the podium celebrations as per, and then we'll get the top 3 in as well. An absolute boring race here at Portugal. But as I said, we're going to get those. But hopefully Hungary next week will be a lot better, considering what a Hungary in league racing just brings out the magic. Especially if you know from a certain league many moons ago where teammates collided, that could happen. C-Line gets the full 26 points. As I said, Stevie P2, Zol P3, Henchman P4, Mitchie P5, Thomas P6, Goats 5 P7, Roshan P8, Wash P9, and Duck gets P10 and 1 championship point. Mason will get P11, DT P12, Say Nice P13, X-Ups P14, and Evil Blade P15. DNS, Dutchie, and Dat Boy. I'll get the top 3 in. There we go. So I can get. So I'll do the race results. Waiting on. No, Dutchie's left. Waiting on one more. Oh no, there it is. There, everybody's in. So we'll start off with P3 man Zoltan. It was a race of what could have been.
Yeah, you know, just a mistake on my end. I could have helped myself not spinning, but unfortunately I just fucked myself up.
Yeah. What was the race win on, or did you think C-Line was just unstoppable today?
I think honestly, and I know it's controversial shit, but it's like we're out here. We're supposed to be racing F1 cars, and half the people out there in Teslas with fucking traction control. Not if on the sections where it's supposed to be tricky on a track that's supposed to be technical, these guys are gaining fucking 0.2 a second because they've got medium traction. Maybe they should learn how to race with an F1 car. Just my opinion. I mean, I'm on mediums, he's on hards, and he's gaining 0.2 at 1 point every freaking lap because he's got traction control. Just my opinion, you know.
And so we move on. Hungary next week. What are your thoughts on that track?
That's a good track. It's a good track. Excited for it, I guess.
Well, GG's on a well-deserved podium. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week. We'll move on to P2, man. Snippy.
Hey, mate.
I guess a race of what could have been, maybe?
Yeah. Fuck. Could have been. Just didn't have the pace.
Was P2 the maximum you could have gotten?
Oh, I definitely wasn't expecting a podium at all. I was having dinner for most of qualifying, so I jumped in with 5 minutes to go and got P6 and thought I'll probably end up at the back here somewhere, but I had an unreal start. And yeah, the hards at the start definitely got me through.
And Hungary next week, what are your thoughts on that track?
Yeah, not my greatest track, but I'll give it a go.
Well, you've got one of the goated Hungary track specialists in your team, so he might throw you a couple of pointers next week. So GG's on a well-deserved podium. Hopefully we'll see you on the podium next week. We go on to the race winner, Sea Lion. Well, back-to-back wins. And I'm not sure if a mass adds up. I believe you and Zoltan are now tied on points in the championship.
Yeah, I think so.
Tell us about your race from your perspective.
I think it was pretty good. I started on the hards, and then maybe went a little too much on them to like 20 laps, so they were pretty dead, around like 70% on the rears. And then I had some nice fresh mediums for the rest of the race though. And yeah, but I was running a little low on fuel, so I had to fuel save on that last stint, so it probably cost me a second or two, but I think it was an okay race.
And Hungary next week, what are your thoughts on that track?
Last season I got the win in tier 4 there, so hopefully I'm looking good, but I don't know.
Well, GG's on the well-deserved race win. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We're done. As I said, Portugal is never going to be on the OCE calendar ever again with that boring of a race. And we've got Tier 2 and Tier 1 to come yet, and that's going to be enthralling. I cannot wait. Until next time, it is goodbye, and we'll see you all. Well, Tier 3, we'll see you next week for Hungary. OCE, we'll see you tomorrow night for Tier 2 with Kahoot and maybe Jish or Mukping in the comms box. Till then, it is a good bye.
If you want to look as beautiful, sexy, and handsome as this man right here is trying to become a back-to-back overall winner, go to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our store. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can get this.
I've been hit.
Well, that's in Rapid Storm. Anyway, here's the YouTube channel as well. Check out our races. Check it all out. The best, the good, and absolutely everything. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. It is an absolutely gorgeous Twitch channel. Follow, subscribe, and give us the love. And our partners, of course, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.